Rogue Media Music. Keep the music playing.
Welcome to Behind the Wheel with Alvacado.
Welcome to another edition of Behind the Wheel with Alvacado. I'm Jim Alvarado, your host, Alvacado. And today, folks, it's my honor to introduce to you Casey Johns. Casey, what's going on?
What's up, Jim?
I love your name because everyone thinks it's Casey with a C, but it's a letter K and the letter C and then the name Johns.
Yeah, I love tricking people when they're like, so how's Casey spelled, with a K or a C? And I always say both.
Both?
And they're always like, wait, what?
Well, Casey, I've never met you personally, but I have seen you in person once, and it was in January when I was up there at Steamboat Springs, Colorado this year, 2025.
It was hella cold.
Hella cold, but you were hella hot on fire
my goodness.
with the music. So I already knew who you were because I have Troubadour Country Radio, and we had played your first single out. But I didn't know who you were until you started singing, because I was in the audience waiting for Keller Cox.
Okay.
And then I think Jake Worthington was playing after y'all or before y'all. I don't remember, but he had a solo at was it the Dung Beetle?
Yes.
Yeah. And so you were there for Mike Knight or Mike Day. I don't know why they call it Mike Knight during the day.
It's early in the morning. It's like 10 a.m.
I know it, but I was just up there chilling out, and then all of a sudden you started singing. I'm like, oh, whoa, that's Casey.
Oh.
And so I loved your story, so I want you to tell the listeners your story of how Rodeo Queen came about. Just the story you told about your parents was just phenomenal.
Thank you.
It's a Cinderella story.
Pretty much, yes, it is. I grew up in Memphis. My mom's from Florida originally, and she was a barrel racer. She's been into horses her entire life. And my stepdad was a bull rider, and they fell in love. And I thought their story was so cute. And our Rodeo Queen came to life. And I found this old pamphlet of my mom back in the 70s, and she was on the front page, and it said Rodeo Queen, 1976. And I brought the Rodeo Queen with me here today.
I know she's behind the scenes right now. She don't want to be on the camera yet.
She doesn't.
We might get her towards the end of the show here.
She would love that.
But she said no. But that I couldn't remember if he was a bull rider or a bronc rider, but bull rider.
Honestly, he's probably done both.
Both.
Oh yeah.
But bull riders are my favorite.
I mean,
wanted
you
to be
gotta
a bull
have
rider.
guts.
Oh man, I wanted to be one so bad. And then
Really?
Yeah, when I was trying to do junior rodeo, I'm from a small town called Jewett, Texas, and every weekend, Cossie, Texas would have a rodeo out there, just a little junior rodeo. And I tried to get out there. I was going to ride the bull. They said, dude, you can't ride the bull. Your feet are touching the ground. You're too tall.
Oh, you are very tall.
You got to be short to ride bulls. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I didn't know. I just thought you had to hang on.
Yeah, I know, right?
I didn't know you had a size, you know. So they said, yeah, you're too tall to be a bull rider.
Oh, I hate that.
Probably saved my life, to be honest with you. I had no business.
Yeah, you have no broken bones probably, so that's good. Yeah.
So they meet, they date, and they have you.
Well, yeah, it's crazy how that story. This is actually my stepdad. So he came into my life when I was really, really young. And I mean, he's just been one of my favorite people. And I just think their story is so beautiful. And I mean, they've been together for over 15 years. And I just, he's one of my role models. And so is my mom. I mean, it was cool always watching my mom when I was a kid, because she would always have, all these kids come over, and she would teach them how to ride barrels and barrel race, and she'd train these horses on barrels, and she trained me how to ride. And I always just loved the way that she handled horses. Like, she's a horse whisperer.
So you wrote the song Rodeo Queen about your mom, more or less. Mm-hmm. It's really cool. Now, I don't want to look over there at her, because I don't want people like, what are y'all looking at off camera? But
yeah.
She's sitting right over there. Do you mind singing that song for us?
I would love to sing that song. Absolutely.
Because this is a really cool song. It was your first single, and it did really well, I think.
It did. I think, honestly, they say write what you know. And I think, honestly, this is the most personable song I've written. It tells my story. It tells who I am. So yeah, I was just grateful that you played it, and I appreciate you liking it.
Oh man,
so.
it was phenomenal. It still is. I think we still play it in rotation when we're not supposed to. But
I love it.
I break
Keep
rules
playing it.
Man, I break rules all the time. All right, let's hear it.
Let's
Casey
do it.
Johns, this is Rodeo Queen.
I should probably tune a little bit. I'm sorry.
Oh, you don't have to worry about it, man.
That was pretty.
This is
that was pretty rough.
podcast. We can do and say anything you want to. Just don't take your clothes off.
Oh my.
You have to sign a different waiver for that.
Oh man, they didn't show me that one.
I haven't had that in this studio yet. Hopefully we won't.
Oh my. I'm so sorry.
No, that's
Should have
all
been
right.
a little prepared. There we go. We'll
Hey,
make it
this
work.
is live, man. You can't fake this stuff.
Beautiful. Mama didn't raise no big city pretty girl. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Daddy was a Mustang, Mama knew how to break, y'all. I saw his love was a sure thing even when I was 8, yeah. He worked the land like a man, was a shoulder for Mama to cry. She sunk in her spurs, turned him into her kind of guy. Mama didn't raise no big city pretty girl. Can't turn a wrench, make a fire in a country world. Dirt on my feet, careless stuff under my hands. It's like I'm riding barrels looking for a man that'll stand in his snake skin. Speak the sun up, he's already awake then. Give me some other when it's going back down again. Well, if you ain't fit for it, a few seconds is all that you'll get. Try to ride with me, with this rodeo queen. You're gonna get your blood braided if I'm carrying your last name, yeah. You got your eyes on the prize, but I make the rules to this game. Mama didn't raise no big city pretty girl. Can't turn a wrench, make a fire in a country world. Dirt on my feet, careless all over my hands. It's like I'm riding barrels looking for a man that'll stand in his snake skins. Beat the sun up, he's already awake then. Give me some other when it's going back down again. Well, if you ain't fit for it, a few seconds is all that you'll get. Try to ride with me, with this rodeo queen, yeah. Oh, Mama didn't raise no big city pretty girl. Oh, Mama didn't raise no big city pretty girl, yeah. Mama didn't raise no big city pretty girl. Can't turn a wrench, make a fire in a country world. Dirt on my feet, careless time over my hands. It's like I'm riding barrels looking for a man that'll stand in his snake skins. Beat the sun up, he's already awake then. Give me some loving when it's going back down again. Well, if you ain't fit for it, a few seconds is all that you'll get. Come on. If you ain't fit for it, a few seconds is all that you'll get. Trying to ride with me, with this rodeo queen, yeah. With this rodeo queen, yeah.
Man, I'm fascinated with guitar playing.
Yeah.
And you play guitar very well.
Oh, thank you so much.
I mean, I wish I could even make one note sound good.
You could.
Everyone says that, but you ought to hear me. No, I can't. I have 3 guitars in my house. Of course, they're got autograph style guitars. And one day I'm going to buy a real one. Because autograph guitars are cool, but they're not guitars.
Yeah.
You know, people don't realize that.
That's very true. But those are cool, though.
They're nice. I mean, I have one with Ted Nugent signed on it.
freaking awesome.
My blue, it's called Blue on Black. That song.
That's cool.
I love
Yeah,
that song.
yeah.
So it's blue with black. And Ted Nugent was the first one to sign it. And then I got Cody Jinks signed it, Parker McCollum, and
Oh,
Cole
that is
Wetzel.
like...
And at the time, Parker and Cole was signing it because I've known them for a long time, way before people who knew who they were. We were backstage at the backyard. I think it was Parker's street party. And Kobe Cooper was there. He goes, "Hey, you want me to sign that too?" I'm like, "I guess."
You're like,
I
okay.
mean, okay.
No
I'm
big
glad
deal.
I do, man. He turned out to be a pretty badass dude.
Literally,
though.
yeah. That's like perfect. That's
Yeah.
freaking awesome.
Of course, Randall King had to sign it.
I mean, that's something I would always play if I had that. That's awesome.
I don't ever. can't tune it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried to tune it, I almost broke a string.
They have these apps now that you can just like
Put on there.
put on there and just
Yeah.
tune your guitar up.
I know. I'm learning YouTube is your best friend out there.
It really
for
is.
everything.
It really is.
That's
I mean,
what this podcast is at.
yeah. I mean, you
Which-
can learn you can teach yourself to do anything on YouTube.
Well, and then TikTok. Everyone keeps talking about
Crazy.
this TikTok. And are you TikTok?
Oh my gosh, I have to be. Not that I choose to be, but I have to
It's
be.
like, okay, I'm an old man,
Ugh.
gonna be forced to go into the social world because
Oh, yeah.
if you're not in social media, you really are losing out.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that sad?
It's so sad. I mean, if you're not on TikTok, it's
Because people who are king and queens of social media
Mm.
cannot be social in front of a person at all.
100%.
I don't think.
Yeah.
They get into they try to get in front of a crowd of 8,000 people.
Mhm.
They freeze up.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of that too.
But they're behind the camera, man. They're superstars.
Isn't that crazy how that works?
Because they're in this one room. No one's messing with them.
Yeah.
They don't realize millions of people are watching them.
And I feel like I'm the opposite. I would rather be in front of a huge crowd than be behind a camera by myself.
I'm kind of like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get stage fright.
yeah, me
normally.
either. Yeah.
Depends on who I'm introducing.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
So do you write all your songs or do you do a
I
lot of
do.
co-writes too? Or?
I do. I love co-writes. Right now, the past 2 to 3 years, I've been writing with the boys in my band.
Mhm.
And I mean, they know me through and through. And so I'll just come to them and be like, hey, I really want to write this song. And when we're out on the road, they help me write these tunes. And I feel like the last 2 to 3 years, I have really loved writing what I've been writing because I'm telling my story now. And I'm telling more of a personal story now than I have in the past.
Not the rodeo queen anymore. You gave her a little bit
Definitely
of
the
light.
rodeo queen.
I mean, you're always going to be familiar. I mean, and forever remembered by that song. I mean, that's a staple song for you.
I
mean,
appreciate that.
You're not going to be able to go
I'm
anywhere
happy about that.
without
That's
having to play that. Especially when, how many rodeos have you been invited to because of that song?
a ton.
Yeah.
We're playing the oldest rodeo in the country in September, Labor Day weekend in Ellensburg, Washington, opening up for Clay Walker, which is going to be really fun. So
Well,
I'm
that's
super,
fun.
Super excited about that.
I'm not driving Clay Walker's bus ever. Clay, don't call me.
No, I've heard those stories.
But his tour, I don't know if y'all heard it, but his tour is called Drive Me Smooth Tour.
It's going to be so cool.
It's funny.
yeah.
He's capitalizing on his little, I guess, mishap. I mean,
Yep.
you just got to be careful what you say and when you say it.
100%.
I don't know, but I have a GoPro now that's behind me. I just installed it yesterday while we were in Lubbock. I don't know what day this is that we're airing this, but it doesn't matter. So now everything is recorded, and I'm not used to that yet.
Oh, yeah.
And William and the boys are not used to it yet either. So it's just a matter of time till someone comes up there and says something like that to me, and I'll have it on film.
Oh, yeah, you'll have it all together.
So you have the one single, and I know you have a new single out. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But what other songs are you working on? Are you an album, EP, or are you like a lot of these artists are just doing one songs at a time?
I'm slowly working on a record. I'm hoping this record will be completely finished by February 2026. That's like our date. That's our goal date. We want this out. So we've just been writing the last 2 to 3 years for this record. So yeah, this is, it'll have Rodeo Queen, Break from the Heart. I've got another single coming out in the fall, which is about my granddaddy. And just, we've got, probably 6 or 7 more songs ready to go on the record. I got another single coming out in April. So we're gonna put all these on the record.
How'd you and Ty Smith hook up?
Oh my gosh, Ty is awesome. How
He is
great
awesome.
is he? Can you believe he's only 16?
16.
Crazy.
I wasn't going to say it because I just had a podcast with him just recently.
Yeah.
Actually, my second podcast. Poor guy. I tried to podcast at Steamboat.
Yep.
I'll never do that again. I'm out.
That's a lot.
It's too much.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And real quick story, and we'll get back to Ty Smith.
Mhm.
I was interviewing at the Grand Ballroom on the second story, that little area everybody interviews at, with Jake Worthington. Set my camera up and everything, got him mic'd up, I got mic'd up, and we were talking. The interview went great, 30 minutes, and I said, all right, Jake, look at the camera and tell everybody how to follow you on Facebook. We look at the camera, and it's black.
Oh no.
I thought, okay, I'm not telling Jake.
Oh
I'm gonna leave this
no.
alone.
Just let him keep
I'm
talking.
gonna go back and see how much did I really get to record of that interview. Casey, only the time that we got set up and mic'd up was recorded. Everything else shut off because I ran out of memory.
No.
How do you run out of memory when you got 512 gigabytes?
Oh no.
Well, because I was up recording everything at Steamboat. Of course, Ty Myers is up there, and Hudson Westbrook, and Braxton Keith, and Randall. So I'm over there recording all.
But it's a lot. I mean, you're interviewing
Yeah.
and recording so much during that time. I mean, you don't even realize how much you're doing.
I know.
Filming.
And then Ty Smith was my interview after that. I told Ty, hold on. He goes, what? He goes, man, I got to delete some stuff. I ran out of memory.
Oh no.
So yeah, I can't wait to see my buddy Jake, because he goes, man, that's hard to get a Jake Worthington interview. I said, not for me. It's not, because I've known Jake way too long. I got too many stories, Jake and I.
Yeah.
But
You're like, you're fine. He'll come sit on this couch.
so you and Ty met in person, or was this just someone introduced you guys for the song? Or?
Our buddy James, a shout out to James. He has been so great to us. He's booking a lot of our shows, and it's just been so kind to us. I met Ty through James, and he was like, man, you got to hear this kid. And so Ty opened up for us at the Molly in Kansas, and he and I became good buds. And about a couple months later goes by, he sends me a message and was like, hey, I feel like your voice would really fit well on this song. Would you want to sing on it? And I'm like, well, let me listen to it first. And I listened to it on a plane, and I immediately fell in love with it. I was like, man, this is a really good song, really well written. And I just couldn't wait to sing on it. So like a month later, I was in the studio and we cut it.
And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, it's called Lost and Found, and we're still playing it in a pretty tight rotation for us too. I mean, y'all.
It is a beautiful song. I wish I was a part of that writing process, because it was man. Such
He
a good
doesn't
track.
let a whole lot of people write with him yet.
He doesn't.
He's like,
he doesn't.
It's not that I'm being stingy. He told me, because I don't know. They're like, it's my baby. You know?
I get it.
I don't know.
He writes like a 40-year-old man, like.
A 4-year-old?
No, a 40-year-old.
I know.
Man,
like Rocky Mountain Pines?
Yeah.
When I first heard that, I told him, I said, Ty, I'm sorry, dude, but you don't look nothing like you sound.
no, he doesn't at all.
I'm expecting a long, greasy mountain man. Just, skinny, long, greasy hair, and just, some earrings and stuff.
Yep.
Because he's like real rough around there, just raw.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, dude, and now it's clean cut country boy, tucked in. I mean, I don't even. I mean, he's tucked in. I mean, he's 100% country.
Cowboy hat, like he's
Cowboy
killing
hat.
it.
I
Yeah.
love it. Well, Casey, do you have a song you like to sing?
I do.
Other than your latest one? Because I'm going to save
do.
your latest one for towards the end here.
Sure, absolutely.
I just want to hear you sing another one of something I've probably never heard of.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard this one at Steamboat or not. You may have. This was my granddaddy's song. I'm not sure if you heard this one, but my granddad was he was like my biggest inspiration. He taught me how to play. He gave me my first guitar, and he taught me about country music. Patsy, Loretta, Willie,
Country.
Waylon, like the good country.
Country and
Like,
Western.
Yes. And his favorite was Patty Loveless.
Oh, wow.
And so anytime he would come to my shows, he'd bring his own lawn chair, sit right in the front, and he'd yell out, Patty Loveless. And we'd always play it for him every time. But every time he came to our shows, we always used to tell him he had the best seat in the house. And unfortunately, about 2 years ago, my granddad passed away unexpectedly. And he was my best friend in the whole world. Like, we would sit on the porch and play, and we'd go to the back room and drink whiskey. He'd say, don't tell your grandma. And he was just the coolest dude. And so, even though he's not here anymore, I still think he's got the best seat in the house in heaven. So I wrote this song for him with a couple, the boys in the band. They helped me write this song. And it's taken me a while to actually play it live, because I feel like the first time we played it live, I was just bawling like a baby.
I was going to say, man, Larry Joel said, be careful what you write, because that might be your hottest hit forever.
Yeah. So I want to put this song out in the fall. And so I hope you like this one.
What's it called?
It's called Best Seat in the House.
All right, let's hear it.
Patsy Cline and Willie, Merle and Johnny Cash, a stack of CDs sliding around that F-150 dash, riding downtown singing out loud to an old school country song. And back at home he'd pick the chords and I'd try to strum along. I try to strum along, singing, oh, oh, a front porch bed y'all. Heaven only knows. Those kind of memories never burn out. I give it all to be back there now. Hey. When he had the best seat in the house. Gatlinburg to Dallas, Green Bay to Cocoa Beach. He'd call me up before each show and say, sing one song for me. So I'll never leave out Loveless, wherever this road leads. And I won't forget that courthouse square underneath that old oak tree. He was singing along with me, yeah. Oh, bringing the band back to my hometown. He had the best seat in the house, y'all. Heaven only knows. Those kind of memories never burn out. I give it all to be back there now, yeah. When he had the best seat in the house, yeah. Oh, yeah. Those kind of memories never burn out. I give it all to be back there now, yeah. Front porch baking till the sun went down, bringing the band back to my hometown, y'all. Heaven only knows. Though his face ain't in the crowd, I can still feel him here and now, yeah. And he's got the best seat in the house, yeah. Yeah, yeah, best seat in the house.
It's amazing.
Going out to Granddaddy.
It's still hard though, isn't it?
It is hard. He was just, I feel like grandpas are something special,
They are.
They're just something special. And he was just one of my favorites.
Not everybody gets to experience a good grandfather.
That is very true.
Some of them have bad grandfathers.
That is very true.
Some don't have any at all or never got to meet them.
That is
they
very
passed
true.
away way before they got to that level.
That is very true.
Man, I am so glad that you had the opportunity to come in here and hang out.
This is so cool.
This is fun.
Jim, thank you so much for having me.
I love your glasses too.
Thank you. You can borrow them if you want. I feel like they probably look better on
here.
you.
No. I like they look good on you. That's the thing. And I love your turquoise. I've been admiring your fingers while you're playing.
Thank you.
You wear that all the time?
I wear rings all the time. I love them. I love any kind of turquoise jewelry. It's my favorite.
So you keep talking about the boys in the band. Who are the boys in the band?
Boys in the band. We got Tim Baumgartner. He's the guitar player. We got Tim Angston. His name is Tim too.
Two Tims?
Two Tims. He's the bass player. And then we got Puff Daddy on drums.
Oh, no, you don't.
He's awesome. Not that Puff Daddy. But.
I know, but still. Anybody going to call himself Puff Daddy man, I gotta meet that guy.
He's the best.
Tim and Puff Daddy.
Yep, they're the best.
So, what some kind of cool stories, or do you have any horror stories that happened to you guys while you were driving down? Who drives? Puff Daddy?
I do most. No, well, I do most of driving. And sometimes we've gotten to the point now where we switch out a lot. Which every time we stop and get gas, which is every 2 hours in the van and trailer, somebody will get up to drive. So that's been kind of nice. Recently, we just locked ourselves out of the van because we got American Aquarium.
Yes.
BJ, we got his van.
Oh, wow.
His old van.
That's cool.
And we totally just locked ourselves out. We were in Slinger, Wisconsin, of all places, and
it's cold up there.
It was so cold, and luckily, the police station was amazing. They came and let us back in our van, but it was pretty smooth. It was pretty bad.
Puff Daddy couldn't break into the van with a name like Puff Daddy. I'm expecting he's a criminal activity.
You would think. Oh, all the stories he has. Gosh.
I got it. Hey, I need to interview Puff Daddy.
He's awesome.
And Tim.
Puff Daddy he's a he's a smoker. He's a lot of fun to talk to. He's got great stories, and he is the most brilliant person to talk to. He's very well read. He's super intelligent. So his stories are just incredible.
And I find that musicians, everyone thinks, oh, they just are musicians.
Yeah.
Man, they're more than just a musician.
100%.
I mean, they're storytellers.
Absolutely.
I mean, like you said, they help write songs.
Absolutely.
And they probably can write a bunch of songs on their own too.
Oh man,
They just can't sing with a damn.
Well, our buddy Tim Angston, who plays with bass, great songwriter. He has this song called "All I've Ever Known," and it was a story about him. Kind of like my story with my granddad. It was a story of his dad giving him his first guitar and how he moved to Nashville, and how he's living in this crazy dream that we do. And it's such a great song. I really want to cut that song. But he's a great singer, great writer. The boys in the band are just awesome.
How long y'all been road dogging?
We have been hard on the road for the past 3 years, but I've known those boys for about 8 years.
Wow.
They were the first guys I met when I moved to Nashville.
And so is that where you're living now?
That's where I'm living now, yeah.
That's where everyone's moving to. I guess I need to move to Nashville.
It's cool. Come hang out with us.
Y'all all say that. Oh yeah, when I'm up there, but when I'm in Nashville, I'm not there very long, or I'm in the hotel sleeping because I'm a driver, obviously.
Oh, true. Yeah.
So very rare I get to go enjoy the sceneries.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when I do retire, my wife and I are going to go. I'm buying a bus, not a tour bus, but I'm going to buy a real cool bus.
That's what I want to do.
And we're
just
going
buy
to
a van and live in it.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Not a van. I think I need more. I'm too tall.
He's like,
for
I'm a
a
little
van.
bougie for that.
No, I'm too tall for a van.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm claustrophobic.
Mm.
And I don't like small, tight spaces.
Yep, I get that.
And I don't know how in the hell y'all ride in a van like that.
I don't either.
It's part of it, and there's stories. I mean, if you haven't wrote a song about the van, I'm sure it's in the works somewhere.
It is in the works. Yeah, we so BJ with American Aquarium, he called the van Catherine Bell. And I'm pretty sure he's got a song about Catherine Bell, but I think we're gonna write like a part 2 to that. And we've been kind of working and talking on that.
It's funny you say that because every bus has a name.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually bad luck to ride or drive a bus that does not have a name.
I agree.
We
left it Catherine when we
got
Catherine. I was like, just leave it Catherine.
Once it's named, you can't rename a
vessel. You can't
vessel.
rename it. It's like a dog. You can't rename the dog.
It's like you can't rename a boat once a boat.
Exactly.
That's her name or his name. Like the bus I drive for William is called Raven.
Oh, I love that.
And he didn't name it. I think the people who so they buy these buses from Prevost out of Canada, and then they have individual companies will go in there and put their spin on remodeling the inside of it. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's catered to the artist on what you want, but Roberts Brothers is the one who did his interior.
Okay.
And they're the ones who named Raven.
Oh, yeah.
But I was working with Mike Ryan, and when our bus caught on fire, Sapphire, that was her name.
Oh, that's cute.
It was in Prevost getting some work on, but it caught on fire. But I had to go up to Nashville to look at 4 buses, and we ended up buying a bus called Thunder.
That's the name of my whiskey. I got a brand of whiskey, right?
I know you did.
It's called Thunder.
Girl, we need to talk. Why didn't you bring some Thunder?
I wanted to bring some shooters, but I flew, and then we've just been traveling so much, and I just didn't even think about it.
I don't drink.
But it's cool. It's a cool collector's item.
Yeah,
we'll bring you a bottle.
I do collect bottles of whiskey. I have a ZZ Top bottle of Balcones.
That's so cool.
Balcones here in Waco made it.
Oh.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
You ever heard of Balcones?
No.
Oh my gosh. You have to go. The distillery is right down the road.
Oh, we will go.
We're right here by the silos. Y'all got to go.
We did go check that out. It was awesome.
It takes 5 minutes to check that out.
Yeah.
But Balcones is just a few blocks away, and they make some of the best whiskey in the world.
Oh,
they're rated the #1 whiskey makers in the world.
I had no idea. Because we were actually looking up. We were like, what is Waco known for? What is their history? And so
Dr. Pepper.
We saw that. We were like, oh, I guess it's Dr. Pepper for sure. We drove right by it.
You can go get you a free Dr. Pepper float if you want to, but I'd rather go to Balcones.
Yeah.
It's cool. No, actually, Balcones is, it was a young man who started that company.
Wow.
And he actually kind of got edged out of it, and now it's a corporate kind of deal. But
Interesting.
Balcones has got some really good whiskey.
Oh, well,
I
we're
mean,
definitely going to check that out.
back when I was with a guy named Cameron Morris at Standard Hat Works,
Mm-hmm.
we were sponsored by Balcones, and we used to have like 4 or 5 different versions of Balcones on the table when people came to visit us. Cody Jinks loved coming.
Oh, I'm sure
to the
they
studio.
were loving
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's awesome.
We have all kinds. So yeah, and then I have the internet station Troubadour Country Radio, and I got a bottle of whiskey from Texas Whiskey, and they
Okay.
autographed it and everything.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
I do collect whiskey bottles
Well, I'll get you one.
full of whiskey. They always said it's better aged, right?
Better aged, absolutely. Mine is like a very smoky mesquite whiskey, so it's better either in an old fashioned or over ice.
And what's it called again?
Thunder.
Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I can't wait.
We'll get you some.
And is it made in Nashville or
It's
here?
made in California,
California?
actually. Hmm.
They don't know how to make whiskey.
Okay,
in
don't
California.
judge me, all right? No, don't judge me.
I'm just kidding.
No, that the process was actually so cool. When they came to me, I was like, that's the first thing I said too. I was like, California, that's kind of strange. But man, they sent me a bunch of different flavors, and I was blown away. Like just blown away how they age it. I mean, the way that they made mine was in like these old charcoal branches,
Mhm.
and they throw it in a barrel, age it, and it gives it that real smoky mesquite taste.
Yeah.
Man, it's like how they used to make old whiskey back in the old days. It
Has
is
a good,
delicious.
smooth
Yes,
flavor to it.
It
huh?
is so good.
Before I let you go, I want you to do your latest if you don't mind.
Let's do it.
I know it's probably one you. I don't even want to know where this song came from.
Well, we wrote this song in the van. We wrote this in Catherineville. We're riding down the
About
road
a
and-
heartbreak? or-
Yep. So I was telling the boys, all the boys in the band they're all married, and it was just so they have to listen to me talk about all my heartbreaks that I go through. And
You're not married.
I'm not married, no, but they have to listen to me talk about my dating life all the time, and they're like, we do not miss it. And I'm like, well, yeah, it's terrible. Dating is hard.
I don't know. I haven't dated in a long time.
Yeah, I know. That's
I've
what
been
they
married
said
for
too.
29 years too.
Lucky you, you know.
Well, we're old. That's what happens. You find someone, you latch on to them that you like, and next thing you know, you're 29 years into it.
I
I'm
love
like,
it.
Damn, I'm too far in now.
I love it though. No,
Don't tell my wife I
oh
said
my
that.
God, I would never.
I love her.
It's on film now. So.
Yeah, I know.
But I came to the boys and I had this this title, "Break from the Heart," in my notes in my phone for a while, and I was like, I just thought it was kind of cool because it's a very backwards way of saying heartbreak. And I just told them, I was like, I just love this title. Can we write something off of this? And at the time, I was going through crappy breakup, and I was like, this is what I'm going through right now. Let's write this. So I feel like it's very vaguely written for anyone that has gone through a heartbreak. So I feel like anyone can relate to it. So
I want to hear it.
let's do it. Take a break from the heart. After so many heartbreaks, you get lost in the dark. After so many heartbreaks, you start falling apart. When all the king's horses and all the king's men can't put that old heartbreak back together again. Take a break from the heart. Take a break from the heart. Take a break from the heart. When piece by piece is falling apart, take a break from the heart. After so many heartbreaks, you gotta pick yourself up. After so many heartbreaks, enough is enough. When the stairway to heaven becomes that highway to hell, you can't fix what's busted, so you might as well take a break from the heart. Take a break from the heart. Take a break from the heart. When piece by piece is falling apart, take a break from the heart. When all the king's horses and all the king's men can't put that old heartbreak back together again, take a break from the heart. Take a break from the heart. Take a break from the heart. When piece by piece is falling apart and take a break from the heart. Take a break from the heart. Take a break from the heart.
Casey Johns, man. Love it.
Thanks for having
Break
me,
from
man.
the heart, man. That was awesome. So you can look in your camera over there and tell everybody how they can follow you on all your socials. I know you have a bunch of them.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the things. But you can go to caseyjohns.rocks, and Casey spelled just like the Sunshine Band, 2 letters, K and a C, and find my tour schedule and all the media and videos and all the things.
Now, your tour is getting grueling.
It is getting
It's
crazy right now.
Packing up.
It is crazy.
Tis the season, huh?
It's crazy. I love it though. Like I live on the road. I love the road. I would much rather just live in the van.
I
honestly.
do too.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't realize how much I like traveling,
Yeah.
but I do love traveling.
It's fun, right?
It is fun.
Yeah.
You get to meet a lot of people and get to see a lot of cool things.
That's my favorite part is the connections that you meet on the road and the people you meet. I mean, the stories that you can just tell and write about. Like that's my favorite part.
It's crazy. And how can they find your whiskey?
It's actually right on my website. So right when
okay.
you go to the website, it's a pop-up. You can click it, or you can just Google Casey Johns Thunder Whiskey. It'll come right
So
up.
how do you sell whiskey online? You don't know if they're 21 or over yet.
So I don't sell it,
Oh.
obviously. But you can go to the Cali Distillery and that you can,
Third party to do
yeah,
that.
yeah. You have to do it through a certain. I'm honestly not sure how they do it. I think you have to show your ID and like do the whole. I'm not
Scan
sure.
your ID or
I
something.
think so.
I mean, come on.
It's
You
like
got-
a whole thing.
You got like 17-year-old or 16-year-old Ty Myers or Ty Smith. You're going to go there.
Oh, Ty.
Excuse me, Ty's 7. Ty Myers is 17. Ty Smith is 16.
Yeah.
And what? Hudson Westbrook is 18.
Yeah. Oh gosh, there's so
Bra-
many young ones.
Poor Braxton. He's finally getting old. I think he turned 20.
Did he? Oh my goodness, 20.
Poor guys.
Oh, to be 20 again.
No, I know it. I know it. Well, thank you so much, Casey, for your time, man. I can't wait to see. I have never seen you live with the band yet.
Oh, you
with
love the boys. They're so fun.
I bet
Yeah.
so.
We just rock. You know, I love blues, I love country, and I love rock and roll. And I feel like that's our entire show. We just rock out and have a good
I
time.
mean, with only 4 pieces in there, it's got to be awesome,
It's
right?
gotta be.
I mean, I've seen a 3-piece band that was incredible.
That's
one
my
time.
kind of vibe for
Yeah.
sure.
It was
3
a
people,
drummer.
Yes.
It wasn't even a bass player. It was just a drummer, a pianist,
Yeah.
and the lead guitar player.
Yes.
Cadillac 3 is who it was.
Cadillac 3, they're awesome. Have you also heard of Eskimo Brothers?
Mm-mm.
Man, they're awesome too. They've got that rockabilly sound, which is
Oh,
really
wow.
cool. They're a 3-piece and just awesome.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Who are they?
Eskimo Brothers, yeah.
Y'all look them up.
They're
man.
killer.
Casey's suggesting it. So that means she's been there. She must have seen them before.
They're awesome.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate you coming in. And hopefully, I'll see you down the road somewhere.
Jim, thank you so much for having me. Thank you for playing my music. It
Oh,
means a
man.
lot to me.
Keep going. I mean, just keep doing what you're doing, man.
Thank
You're
you.
on the right track.
Thank
You're
you.
a superstar.
Oh, thank you.
Just the world needs to know that first. You know.
Oh,
But
thank
you're
you.
there. You're headed in the right direction. So I'm so excited to see where
thank
you
you.
end up at.
Appreciate that.
5 years from now, we're going to have another interview.
Heck yeah, we're gonna be talking 5 years.
No.
We're gonna be checking out this whiskey. Hopefully, we come back in 6 months.
I know. And then we got to get you to come see my boss at the Cotton Fest sometime.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I'm down.
All right, man.
Let's do it.
Well, that wraps up this edition of Behind the Wheel with Alvacado. Thank y'all very much. And don't forget to catch her on all her social media there. Until the next time, I'll see you down the road. That's it.
I love it. That was awesome.
Thanks for joining us for Behind the Wheel with Alvacado with your host, Jim Alvarado. Behind the Wheel was produced by Josh Beard, Mason Gonzalez, and Mike Hamilton for Rogue Media Network. Guests' opinions are those of their own and do not reflect the views of Rogue Media Network or Jim Alvarado. If you have a suggestion for guests, please reach out to hello@roguemedianetwork.com. Join us again next time and be sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you down the road.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.